Buenos días, todo el mundo. Good morning, everybody. ¿Cómo están? How are you? I really trust and hope that everybody is doing well, that you're all keeping safe, and that you're all staying healthy. As you may all know, unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, we're not able to have classes in the same mode that we would have it previously. However, this is one of the mediums that I'll be using to bring my lessons to you. So I hope that everybody, you're able to get this message and that you're able to interact with the videos and the material that I'll be sending to you. Now I will be teaching through video, as you can see. I'll also be sending videos, YouTube videos from time to time to assist you, and I'll also be sending worksheets from time to time to assist you. Now I'm not sure if you have your workbooks, but if you do, I will confirm that with your teacher and I'll set activities for you to do through your workbooks from time to time as well. Now, in our true Spanish class fashion, we always begin by singing Buenos Dias. So we're going to begin our lesson by singing Buenos Dias. So no guys, not because you're not in class doesn't mean you're not gonna sing. I want everybody to sing with me now. So vamos a cantar después de dos. Let's sing after two. Uno, dos. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, ¿cómo te vas? ¿Cómo te vas? Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, ¿cómo te vas? ¿Cómo te vas? Bueno. Now, as we always begin our classes, we would start by reviewing the lesson we did before. So, the last lesson we looked at was mi casa. And does anybody remember what mi casa means? Most of us are there right now, including myself. Mi casa means my house. Mi casa means my house. And some of the things that we looked at for mi casa were different rooms found in the home. We looked at 5 rooms found in the house, and we also looked at 2 items found in some of those rooms in our house. So those rooms were, for example, la cocina, which is the kitchen, el baño, the bathroom, la sala, the living room, el dormitorio, the bedroom, and el comedor, which was the dining room. Now, fast forward a little bit, we looked at different items found in some of those rooms, and we looked at 2 items found in some of those rooms. So let's begin with el baño. So in el baño, we looked at 2 items. They were un lavabo, which is the sink, and there was also una ducha, which is the shower. There is el dormitorio, the bedroom, and in el dormitorio, we looked at una cama, which is the bed, and there was also una comoda, which is the chest of drawers. We looked at la sala, yes, which is the living room. In the living room, there was the two easiest ones. So una televisión, which is, yes, a television, and there's also un sofá, which is, see, I knew you remembered, a sofa. Good. Now there was one more room. Yes, la cocina. We looked at la cocina and 2 things found in la cocina, which is our kitchen. And there were una nevera, which is the refrigerator, and also una estufa, which is the stove. Excellent. Now, for today's lesson, we're going to move on to a new topic. And the theme that we're looking at for today is mi escuela. Now, unfortunately, we're not there right now. We're in la casa, but we're going to be talking about mi escuela, and mi escuela is my school. And for today's lesson, we're going to be looking at different items that are found in mi escuela, different items found in my school, and more specifically in my classroom. Now, what I want us to all do right now is just to close your eyes, everybody. I see you looking. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I want you to try and remember different things found in my classroom. What could Senorita possibly be looking at today? Would it be this item? Would it be this item? Let's see. All right. You can open your eyes and let me present to you 4 items we're going to be looking at today that are found in our classroom. Now, these items are not only found in our classroom, but these items might be things that we have at home because we use them when we're doing homework. We might use them when we're just drawing or doing little things around the house. So these are also useful items you may find around the house as well. Now, the first one I would like to bring to you is this. Now, do we all know what this is? What is this? It's kind of funny looking and pointy. Oh, it's a pencil? Oh yes, it's a pencil. Good. So this is a pencil, and in Spanish we call it un lápiz. Let me hear you say un lápiz. Everybody say un lápiz. Go ahead. So we say un lápiz. It is un lápiz. Excelente. So un lápiz is a pencil. Un lápiz is a pencil. Excelente. Now let's look at another item. What's this? It also has a point, but let me see what's the difference with this one. So I make a mark with the pen, but I can't erase this one. But if I do that with the pencil, I can erase it. So this one, I think this one is a pen and this one is a pencil. So the pen in Spanish is called un bolígrafo. A pen is called un bolígrafo. Everybody say un bolígrafo. Un bolígrafo. Un bolígrafo. Excelente. Un bolígrafo is a pen. Muy bien. Now let's move on to something else. Now, what if this gets broken? How am I going to write with it? I have the solution. Now this here is a sharpener. And a sharpener in Spanish is called un sacapuntas. It is un sacapuntas. Everybody say un sacapuntas. Un sacapuntas. And un sacapuntas is a sharpener. Muy bien. Now the last item we're looking at today is something that we do our work in. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any textbooks at home, so this is my version of a textbook that I'll be using today. So, un libro is what we call a textbook. Un libro is a textbook. Everybody say un libro. Un libro. Un libro. And un libro is a textbook. So let's see. Let's go through them again. There was un lápiz, a pencil. Say after me. Un lápiz, a pencil. Muy bien. Un bolígrafo, a pen. Muy bien. Un sacapuntas, a sharpener. Excelente. And un libro, a book. Muy bien. Otra vez. One more time. Un lápiz, a pencil. Un lápiz, a pencil. Un bolígrafo, a pen. Un bolígrafo, a pen. Un sacapuntas, a sharpener. Un sacapuntas, a sharpener. Un libro, a book. Un libro, a book. Excelente. So there's un lápiz, un bolígrafo, un sacapuntas, un libro. Muy bien. Now, what I also want us to look at is the articles. Now, before each of these words, we have un. Do you hear me saying the words un a lot? Right. Now, I wonder if anybody remembers what un means. What could the word un possibly mean? Now, the word un means a or an in Spanish. Now, if you want to say a this or a that or an, we use un. However, we use the word un when we're talking about masculine nouns. And if we remember from previous lessons, we say that masculine nouns are those nouns that usually end with o and sometimes other letters like n, z, p, but never usually the letter a. The ones that end with a, we say that those are usually feminine nouns, right? And that's when we would say una for a or an. But today we have un libro, which means a textbook. Un libro. There is un lápiz for a pencil. There is un sacapuntas for a sharpener. And there is un bolígrafo for a pen. These are all masculine nouns. They are all masculine nouns. And how do we know that they're masculine nouns? They all start with the article un. And we say that un means a or an. Un means a or an. And this is when we're talking about masculine nouns. Alright? Good. Now, what we're also going to be looking at today is how to ask and say, what is this in Spanish? Now, let's pretend that I don't speak Spanish. Well, I don't speak English. And I only speak Spanish, and you want to find out what this item is. You want to know what item this is. So you're going to be asking me because I don't speak English, so you have to ask me in Spanish. Oh, Raul is at school, guys. Guys, I'm sorry. Raul is at school as well. So we're going to be asking, ¿qué es esto? Our question is, ¿qué es esto? It is, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Is asking, what is this? So can we say it together? ¿Qué es esto? One more time. Otra vez. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? 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 Now, to answer this question, it is super easy. Now, all you have to say before you name the item in Spanish is the word es. And in this case, it means it is. So if I want to say it is a pencil, I'm simply going to say es un lápiz. Now, say after me, es un lápiz. It is a pencil. Es un bolígrafo. It is a pen. Es un sacapuntas. It is a sharpener. Es un libro. It is a textbook. See how easy that was? Now let's try it one more time. You're going to answer for me. Remember, when I say ¿qué es esto? You have to answer and say es un, followed by the name of the item. So it's es un bolígrafo. It is a pen. Es un libro. It is a textbook. Es un lápiz. It is a pencil. Es un sacapuntas. It is a sharpener. So let's go. Let's mix them up. And here we go. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? What's your reply? Now, if your answer was es un sacapuntas, excelente. You are correct. Es correcto. ¿Qué es esto? Lo siento mucho. I'm sorry. ¿Qué es esto? If your answer was es un bolígrafo, excelente. ¿Qué es esto? Now if your answer was es un libro, excelente, es correcto. And the final one, ¿qué es esto? Okay, if your answer was es un lápiz, Excelente. Es correcto. That was correct. It is a pencil. Muy bien. So just remember that un means a or an if you're talking about masculine nouns, alright? And these are some of the masculine nouns we've learned so far. There is un libro, which is a textbook, un sacapuntas, a sharpener, un bolígrafo, a pen, and un lápiz, which is a pencil. Now, what you're going to be doing for me is a written activity. Now, I'm going to be sending some information to you as well. And on this sheet of paper, you'll have the names of all these items in Spanish and in English. And what I want you to do for me is you're going to be writing the question. No, you're going to be answering the question. I'm sorry. You're going to be answering the question. ¿Qué es esto? Remember, ¿qué es esto is asking what is this? So you are going to have to answer this question. Before you answer this question, you have to draw any one of these. So you choose either un libro, un sacapuntas, un bolígrafo, or un lápiz, and you are going to be drawing one of them. So you choose one, you draw it. Now, when any of these items that you draw, you have to write your answer stating that this is this item. For example, if you draw a pencil, you have to write es un lápiz. If you draw a pen, you have to write es un bolígrafo. If you draw a textbook, you have to write es un libro. And if you draw a sharpener, you have to write es un sacapuntas. Alright? So that's the first activity you're going to do for me. The second activity you'll do for me is this one. This is a game. Now, you can play this with mom or dad, tu madre or tu padre. You can play it with your hermana or your hermano, your brother, your sister, or whoever is at home. Or you can even play it by yourself. Let's say you have an imaginary friend. Now, these items, I'm sure you have some of these at home. A textbook, you might have a sharpener because you're doing work at home. You have pencils because you're writing, and mommy and daddy might have a pen lying around. So you can put the pencil on a stool, you can put the sharpener on the bed, you can put the pen on the floor, you can put the book on a table, and then you're going to be asking. It's I spy, okay? But it's I spy in Spanish. Now, instead of saying I spy in English, you're going to be saying for me in Spanish, yo veo. It is yo veo. So Y-O for yo, which means I, and veo, which is spelled V-E-O, which means I see. It literally means I see. But in Spanish, we're going to say I spy. Now, what you'll do is say yo veo, and you're going to name one of these items. For example, you say yo veo un sacapuntas, which means what again? I see a sharpener. Yes, you got it right. Excelente. I see a sharpener. Now you have to find the correct item. Yo veo un sacapuntas. So whoever says yo veo followed by the Spanish name of the item, you're going to find that item that they name. So if they say yo veo un sacapuntas, you have to find the sharpener and give it to them. Okay? Then they're going to tell you another one. For example, yo veo un lápiz. So if somebody says yo veo un lápiz, what item are we going to look for? I'm going to look for a pencil. So I find the pencil. And if they say yo veo un bolígrafo, that means I see a pen. So you have to find the pen. And if they say yo veo un libro, you have to find the textbook, because yo veo un libro means I see a textbook. Alright? So I hope that everybody has learned something today. Just remember that un bolígrafo is a pen, un lápiz is a pencil, un bolígrafo is a textbook, not a writing book or a notebook, but a textbook, right? We also have un sacapuntas, which is a sharpener. If I want to ask somebody, what is this in Spanish? So whatever the item is, what is this? I don't know what it is. What is it? Instead of saying what is it, in Spanish we're going to say ¿qué es esto? It is ¿qué es esto? And then you answer by saying es followed by the name of the item in Spanish. Alright? Es un sacapuntas, es un lápiz, es un bolígrafo, es un libro. Now remember, you have two activities